Hey everyone, it's FinalRound and my name is Jordan, and appreciate everyone not complaining about me taking a day off in between these finals games. I really need some days off. This was a long NBA season and everything, but I will have Game 3's video out tomorrow night for everyone. For the WNBA for Tuesday, we do have 3 games. I don't have lines out for Minnesota Lynx. For some reason, they're not out yet. The Aces lines literally just dropped, so I got one play from there. But I have 5 total plays, and you can just pick and choose which ones you like. So you will see images that come up on the screen. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description. That'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So this first pick is going to be Laisha Clarendon, under 4.5 assists at -132. She plays for the LA Spark. She's gotten under in 6 out of 8 games this season, and she's playing Seattle, who gives up the 3rd least assist overall to teams. And I was wondering why this line was up so high, and her only going over this 2 times. There's no new injuries to cause this bump. She did get injured previously, and she's returned for the past 3 games, and she's played 22 minutes, 20 minutes, and 16 minutes, so her minutes are dropping. But overall this season, she is playing 20 minutes a game. Yeah, she did go over last game by 1, only playing 16 minutes, but tough matchup here, and she hasn't been getting it done, so that's under 4.5 assists for Clarendon. And this second pick is going to be Skylar Diggins-Smith of Seattle, over 15.5 points at -115. She's gone over in 5 out of the last 6 games. She's actually been a pretty consistent scorer over this season. She did have a bad game last game, but she had a really tough matchup up against Minnesota. A lot of players struggle to score against Minnesota. But now she plays against the Spark, who give up the 8th most points overall to teams. And just some numbers on her. She plays 32 minutes a game. We have 40 minutes in a WNBA game. And then she's averaging around 13 field goal attempts a game, shooting 43%, which isn't awful. She's one of the more consistent players in the league, and just really good matchup here for Skylar Diggins-Smith. If you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can just say anything and it helps. And I am almost out of notebook. This is like my 3rd notebook since I started the channel. I'm sure in a 1,000 years they're going to dig up this as an artifact and try to decipher what these words mean. But third pick is going to be Alicia Gray of Atlanta, under 6.5 rebounds plus assist at -130. She's gone under in 7 out of 9 games this season. Washington gives up the 5th least rebounds to teams, and then the 7th most assists. So right there in the middle for both categories. And also against Washington, she played them earlier on May 29th, and she had 2 rebounds and 3 assists going under this line once again. So high hit rate on the under there. I was looking at Ryan Howard under points, but that one is starting to drop pretty low, and we know she is capable of scoring a lot of points. She just hasn't been shooting well. That line would have to get back up near the 16.5 for me to start taking the under again, but I think it was like 13.5. So this 4th pick is going to be one of the Aces plays that came out. It's going to be Jackie Young, over 4.5 rebounds at -132. She's gone over in 6 out of 8 games this season. She's going up against Minnesota, who actually give up the 2nd most rebounds to teams. They're very tough defensively, but they do give up a lot of offensive rebounds. They give up the 2nd most offensive rebounds, so they will force you to miss shots, but they'll force you to miss a lot of shots, but they do give up the offensive rebounds. And she did go over this mark on May 29th with 5 rebounds. She has been listed with an illness for the past couple of games, I believe, and she keeps playing, so I'm not sure how bad that illness is at this point. So I still like her over 4.5 rebounds. She is a good rebounding guard. And before I get into this last pick, I want to shout out my partners, Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Use promo code FinalRound11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit. There'll be links in the description that'll take you straight there with the promo code. And thank you to anyone who uses those. So this last pick is going to be Cameron Brink of the LA Spark, over 5.5 rebounds at -138. She's gone over in 7 out of the last 10 games. She faces Seattle, who their ranking is like right there in the middle for giving up rebounds. And she averages around 25 minutes a game, so 2.5 quarters. And she's averaging 6.5 rebounds over the past 5 games. So just decent matchup here for Cameron Brink. And for her position and her size in this league, I feel like 5.5 is just pretty low. I know she's been barely going over, but with the hit rate, I don't hate this bet. So I have a Discord, link is in the description. You can hop on in there, discuss baseball, WNBA, NBA props as they're getting bumped around up and down, and before I get to take a look at them. And I do promise I will get back to some baseball. I know in my last baseball video, I had 4 players play really, really well out of 6 that I picked. I know it takes a lot of time to do videos separately because you have to film it and then you do the editing all separately and all that, and it just takes up extra time. So I may try out a hybrid video of WNBA and MLB. I know it's a clash of 2 different worlds, of 2 different audiences. We'll see how it does. I'm just going to test it out probably after game 3, where I know people already skip around to take a look at the picks, so they could just skip the WNBA picks or skip the baseball picks or whatever. I'm just going to try it out. It's a science experiment about the WNBA and Major League Baseball picks. And as far as a recap for the last video I did, it was a while back. I had Natasha Cloud under 12.5 points. She went under that. And then I had Arike Ungumbuwale over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. She went under that day, but then the next day she ended up going over. She destroyed that line. So just a bad day to be taking that pick. But it's just how it works sometimes. Just take a pick. They do awful, and then the next game they have a career game. So I've been doing the best I can to pay attention to WNBA with the NBA Finals going on. I'll admit it's a little difficult to check the box scores while you're really focused in on the NBA Finals games, because those have been pretty entertaining. Even though we have a 2-0 lead right now of the Celtics, I will definitely do more of a breakdown of what I think is going to happen with Game 3, where we're going over to Dallas. I know I'm talking about the NBA on a WNBA video. But I can say whatever I want at the end of the video. Normally a lot of people have clicked off by now, but I do appreciate all of you people who stay near the end of the videos. You're all amazing. Just hearing me ramble about random stuff. I know I get the picks done early because I know there's a lot of people who just come here for the picks, and then there's people who like to listen to me talk about whatever, and I appreciate all of you. You are the real MVPs of the Final Round community that has been growing and growing and growing over the past year and a half. It has been crazy for me to even just say year and a half, but God bless all of you. So I'm going to get this one edited and get it out to you. I'll have that NBA video out to you tomorrow night. So God bless you all. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.